Hello guys, welcome to another video. Today I will be summarizing everything about the Worm Slayer plus Swordsman combo, and I will be explaining how to build it, the best commander skills, and some tips and tricks to top it off. If you are new to the channel, I do tutorials for synergies and commander skills in Magic Chess. I also occasionally upload gameplays. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you are not new to the channel but haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now. Do not forget to like the video and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the Worm Slayer plus Swordsman combo. You can also check out the individual gameplay videos for all the commander skills listed in this video. The link to the playlist will be on the screen and in the description. Now, with all the formalities out of the way, let us dive into this tutorial. When Worm Slayer warriors defeat an enemy hero, they become invincible for 1 second and gain 15% HP and 60% physical attack and magic power of the slain target. Stacks up to 2 times for the 3 hero synergy and 4 times for the 6 hero synergy. This is the main synergy in the combo. There are 6 heroes in the Worm Slayer warrior synergy, and these are Valier 1 gold elementalist, Kimi 2 gold gunner, Lancelot 3 gold swordsman, Marsha 3 gold wrestler, Estes 4 gold astromancer, and Ling 5 gold swordsman. The second synergy in the combo is the swordsman synergy. Dealing damage increases the swordsman's attack and magic power by 22 for the 2 hero synergy and 44 for the 4 hero synergy. Stacks up to 10 times. The members are Hayabusa 1 gold Scarlet Shadow, Saber 2 gold Saber, Lancelot 3 gold Worm Slayer, and Ling 5 gold Worm Slayer. This combo relies on the ability of both synergies to increase the attack of its heroes, thus making them grow stronger as the round progresses. As a result, the heroes enjoying the effects of both synergies are able to scale massively and do insane burst damage in the last few seconds of a round. Assuming you already know the terms used for star cores, if you haven't, check out this video where I explained everything about the star cores. The Worm Slayer warrior is a primary synergy and thus can be gotten as the first star core. The options for the secondary star core are Elementalist, Gunner, Swordsman, and Wrestler. The summary of the game plan is to pick the Worm Slayer core as the primary core and the Swordsman core as the secondary core. I will discuss more about the secondary core choices later on in the video. You are to pick Lancelot in the selection stage. The next step is to add Valier and Kimi to trigger 3 Worm Slayer warriors. There are 2 choices for the next step. The first is to add Hayabusa and Kagura. This will trigger 2 Swordsman and 2 Scarlet Shadow. The second and most recommended option is to add Saber and Layla. This will trigger 2 Swordsman and 2 Gunner. I will explain why the second option is the most recommended when we get to the secondary core. That is where the difference in the 2 plans surfaces. Therefore, the 2 early game lineups are number 1, Hayabusa, Valier, Kagura, Kimi, and Lancelot. And number 2, Layla, Valier, Kimi, Saber, and Lancelot. Let us use this chance to brush up on the how to know which star core you get video by looking at each early game lineup and trying to predict which star core we will get. For the first lineup, we have 3 synergies triggered: Worm Slayer Warrior, Scarlet Shadow, and Swordsman. Scarlet Shadow and Swordsman are secondary synergies, so we can't get them first, which means the only star core we'll get from here is Worm Slayer. Looking at the untriggered synergies, we have Mage, Elementalist, and Gunner. These three are primary synergies. Therefore, the options for my primary synergy will be Wormslayer and 2 of Mage, Elementalist, and Gunner. For the second lineup, the triggered synergies are Wormslayer, Warrior, Gunner, and Swordsman. Swordsman is a secondary synergy, therefore it cannot be gotten first. So the options would include Wormslayer and Gunner. The untriggered synergies are Saber and Elementalist. These two are primary synergies. Therefore, the options for my primary core will be Wormslayer, Gunner, and 1 of Elementalist and Saber. If you have not seen the video where I explained exactly how you can know which star core you get, you can check it after this video. The link will be on the screen and in the description. One thing you would notice is that whichever way you go, you will always get to pick the Wormslayer core. Now the next step is to add Masha and Estes to complete the 6 Wormslayer Warrior synergy and activate your star core. Because you have picked the Wormslayer star core as your primary core, your secondary core will be one of its synergies. These are Gunner, Wrestler, Elementalist, and Swordsman. The core you want here is the Swordsman core. However, there are times when you might get the other 3 as your options. This kind of situation is the limitation of the Scarlet Shadow lineup. When the options for your secondary core do not include Swordsman, the next thing to pick is Gunner. Playing with the Saber lineup will give you a Layla, which is a Gunner, and as such you can build fluidly. The Scarlet lineup would require you to remove your Kagura if you get the Gunner core instead, which could be difficult if she is at 3 star. That is not to say you should not use the Scarlet Shadow lineup. In fact, the Scarlet Shadow lineup can be said to be stronger than the Saber lineup because it can be completed more easily. However, you have to be ready for the risk of not getting a Swordsman core. The next thing is to replace Masha with Ling whenever you get him.
Alone is another word for splendid.
Finally, max out every synergy and build your heroes to 3 star. If you are playing with the Scarlet Shadow lineup, your final synergy will be 6 Wormslayers, 4 Swordsman, and 4 Scarlet Shadow. If you are playing with the Saber lineup, then your final synergy will be 6 Wormslayer Warrior, 4 Swordsman, and 3 Saber. Number 1, Brown Skill 2. This skill gives you the special item Blazing Hammer, which instantly executes any nearby heroes whose HP falls below a certain threshold. By equipping this item on Lancelot or Ling, you can guarantee that your main carry will always get the kill. Thars Skill 2. This skill devours a hero and gives you a hero you own of the same quality. Use this skill to easily get your Lancelot and Ling to 3 stars by devouring 3 gold and 5 gold heroes respectively. Beware of using multiple heroes of the required quality, however, as the hero obtained from this skill is random. Burst Skill 3. This skill gives you 5 random 5 gold heroes for free once every 18 rounds. If you are lucky, you can get Ling and build a Wormslayer Warrior synergy straight from the highest hero. You have to be lucky to get Ling, however. Therefore, I would not recommend this specifically for playing Wormslayer Warrior, but for playing synergies with 5 gold heroes in general. Rare Skill 1. This skill gives you a synergy crystal of a hero of your choice. Use this skill on Lancelot to get the Wormslayer Warrior crystal and complete the 6 Wormslayer synergy as early as the 8th round. Ling Skill 2. This skill creates a dueling ring every round isolating the hero you choose as your fighter and one of the enemy's heroes, locking them in 1v1 combat until one of them wins. The victor then gets 15 attack, stacking up to 15 times. This is my personal favorite skill, as it is very easy for Lancelot to win this 1v1, except against Karina or a wrestler. The recommended build for the Wyrmslayer Warrior synergy, or more specifically for the Swordsman synergy, is Crystal or Battle Spell or Special Item, plus Blade Armor, plus Demon Hunter's Sword or Glowing Wand. The Blade Armor is an item that reflects basic attack damage back to the attacker. This reflect damage can trigger the Swordsman synergy, effectively speeding up the stacking. The same is seen in the Demon Hunter's Sword and the Glowing Wand, which does extra damage based on the target's max HP. Using these items on a swordsman allows them to reach the maximum stacks of the Swordsman synergy in as quick as 3 seconds. You can also use other physical or tank items. You can check out my video on the perfect item builds in Magic Chess for more information. The recommended arrangement for this combo is a line arrangement, which involves placing every hero on the last row. This is because the combo lacks an actual tank. Therefore, it uses the ranged heroes as sacrificial lambs to give the swordsmen room to finish. The swordsmen heroes are placed in the corners while the ranged heroes are placed in between. You can check out my positioning video if you want more arrangements. The recommended commander level for this team is 8. This is because the main heroes are Ling and Lancelot. Commander level 8 provides you with the sweet spot to get your Lance to 3-star and your Ling to 2-star. After successfully getting Lancelot to 3 stars, you can then go to Commander level 9 to get Ling to 3-star, if the game isn't over by then. Now finally, some tips and tricks. Wherever possible, avoid using Masha. This is because whenever she loses an HP bar, the enemies switch targets. Remember that swordsmen jump to the back line to attack. When enemies switch targets, the swordsman will be the next target, which could be deadly. The priorities for the carries in this combo are Ling, Lancelot and Kimi in that order. Ling for the swordsman star cores, Lancelot for the Wyrmslayer star cores, and Kimi for the gunner star cores. When you are using either the Scarlet Shadow or Saber base lineup, try to buy the other swordsman. For example, buy Saber when using the Scarlet Shadow base lineup and buy Hayabusa when using the Saber base lineup. This is to ensure that you don't struggle too much searching for the last swordsman to complete your team. It will also help you complete the 4 swordsman synergy if you get the swordsman star core and don't have Ling. Until you get Ling or your lance has good items and is at least 2-star, basically when your team is weak, use other synergies to carry your team and keep the Wyrmslayer synergy at 3. In short, don't be too hasty to trigger the 6 hero synergy, except it is very convenient to do so. This is because the Wyrmslayer Warrior synergy only increases the number of stacks upon completing the 6 hero synergy. It does not increase the actual power of the synergy. And that is everything you need to know about the Wyrmslayer plus Swordsman combo. If you learned something new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. The links to all the tutorials and gameplays I mentioned in this video are in the description. Be sure to check them out. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.